Hi everybody, Zeke here from Moorelands Kids, and today I'm going to be bringing you one of our STEM activities, Exploding Bag. Before we do our activity today, we have to make sure that we talk about our leadership habit and our leadership quality for this week. And this week, our leadership quality is respect and our leadership habit is choose your response. So as we're going through the rest of our activity, keep in mind different ways that you think that this STEM activity might relate back to the habit and the quality for this week. So to complete this experiment, you're going to need vinegar, baking soda, measuring spoons, a 1/4 cup of warm water, and a 1/2 cup measuring cup, as well as a Ziploc or freezer bag. And last but not least, a tissue. Oh, and one other thing. We're doing this activity outside, so we're not too worried about making a mess. But if you try this activity at home in your kitchen or maybe in a bathroom, you should make sure that you are using some sort of tub or some sort of bin to make sure that this experiment doesn't get all over the place and make a mess for your parents or guardians to clean up. So I would suggest doing it either in a mixing bowl or perhaps even in your bathtub. All right, so let's get started. I'm gonna start by taking my teaspoon and I'm gonna measure out 3 teaspoons of baking soda. Okay, now that I've measured out 3 teaspoons of baking soda and placed it onto my napkin, I'm going to set this aside until the next part of our experiment. The next thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna take our freezer bag or our Ziploc bag and we're going to pour in 1/4 cup of warm water and mix that with 1/2 cup of vinegar. So here I have my 1/4 cup of warm water. And now I'm going to measure out 1/2 cup of vinegar. Now I will dump my 1/2 cup of vinegar into my bag with the warm water. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to fold up our tissue with our baking soda so that none of the baking soda escapes. And once you got it in the corner, sometimes I take that excess tissue and just fold it up so that none of it falls out. And now what you want to do with your Ziploc bag is you want to close it about 3/4 of the way so that you just have enough of an opening here to fit your tissue into. Now, what we're gonna do in one moment is we're going to drop our tissue into the bag and we are going to, as quickly as we can, seal up the remaining part of the Ziploc bag, and we're just gonna sit back and watch the bag do its thing. All right? All right. And we're gonna wanna remember to seal up our bag as quickly as possible after we drop the baking soda. Here we go. Whoa! And there you have it, the exploding bag STEM activity. What a rush. All right, now let's circle back and think about our leadership habit and our leadership quality for this week. As we remember from the beginning of the video, our leadership quality is respect and our leadership habit is choose your response. Now, One simple way you can show respect in that activity: show respect to your surroundings by cleaning up afterwards. Now let's talk about our leadership habit, choose your response. Now, in that activity we had different ingredients that didn't react on their own, such as baking soda and vinegar. But when they came together, it resulted in a big reaction and the bag exploded. Now, we can think about little things that happen to us throughout the day that might bother us. And they might not be such a big deal when they happen, but we need to make sure that we are choosing to have a positive response and addressing them as they come up. Because if we don't, they may all build up and build up and build up, and then it results in something that we don't like, such as getting upset. So, starting today, let's all work our hardest to make sure that we're choosing our response, and I'll see you guys next week.